Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna work today. We placed our pockets and such yesterday, but we need to work on start working on decorating. We need to get our pockets inked up and put in, and I thought on this pocket here we could put some of these ornaments. Now I want to try to run a string through them and attach it on there. I don't know. Thinking about maybe trying to run this through the top of it and attaching it and having them dangle from it. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to try that and see if that will work. Let's see if we can get it done. So I hope everybody is doing good today. You are hanging in there. This may be a little more irritating than it's worth, but we're going to try it. And that string's going to split every daggum time. Let me see if I can put some glue on it. I'll let that sit there for just a second. See if it'll hold the strings together, because it's the baker's twine. So while we're doing that, let's go ahead and get this here out. Start getting it inked up. So yep, we're just gonna start working and getting our stuff done today. Try our best to get as far as we can, because this is going to take a bit to do. I know it's going to take quite a bit to get decorated how I want it. So then I was like, well, you know, maybe I should do a little bit of things in the background, which I did last night. I did some, I took some of the tall papers and made some tags and stuff out of them, put backers and things on them. We did a little bit of that last night. I just was tired, you know. That's why I was like, this one and the next one, because we're going to do it's a red and green Christmas, and it is let me see, where did it go? It is Vintage Skinny Christmas by Carolyn Musings as well. So we're going to work on that next, right after this one. So those are going to be two big projects back to back. That'll be like a couple weeks. You know, by the time we get done, it's going to be a couple weeks for both of the journals to get those finished and get them done. Because the Tall Skinny Red and Green journal has been spoken for already and was actually offered to be prepaid, and thank you so much for doing that. But you know, like I said, I didn't want to feel pressured to hurry up and get it done, you know what I mean? Because then I feel like I got to get it done because I already got the money for it, and then, you know, I didn't want to do that. I reckon it looks the same both ways here, but so I was talking about it and showed it in a video before with this, you know, because it was from the same maker, Carolyn Musings, and was talking about it on a video and just showed that, and the lady was like, wanted the red and green one, and I was like, well, it's gonna be right after this one, so we need to hurry up and get this one here done. Then we'll get on into that one. Okay, there's our tag for that. All right, let's see if we can thread these through here. Yep, that worked. The little, oh, it's pulling the gold twine off of it. Daggone it. That was the whole point. It had the gold twine on it. But that's okay. Alrighty, so and what I want to do is I want to take these and have them kind of like so on here. Alright, let's put that up. I got already just have started working. I already got too much stuff over here in front of my face. I already got way too much stuff here. Okay, so I just need to move you out of my way altogether. Let's put you back here somewhere. Yeah, because I'm not going to be using that. Slide this up and pull this down so we can work on it. All right. So any and everything Christmas is from here back that way, and is, you know, I only got so much room I can wiggle and work. So how is it in y'all's areas? We are getting we're getting a bunch of rain the next couple of days. Super duper cold. No icy, snowy weather. It's just really cold. And like I think the high today was 48. I think the high tomorrow is supposed to be about the same. So just super duper chilly cold rain. And then after it rained all day, slow, steady rain. Sometimes it was hard. It wasn't, you know, like torrential downpours, but sometimes it was a hard rain. So after that, this evening, about 9:30 or so, the wind started blowing like crazy. I was like, well, that's not good, because, you know, once it rains for a little bit, you know, and the ground gets wet, and you have all these big trees wanting to come down when the wind starts blowing. Okay. So I was wanting to kind of put that one up a little bit like that, I think is what I'm wanting to do. So we're going to tack that down right here, just a little spot. I'm just trying ever so slightly to get a little spot of Fabri-Tac there, so I can put that down. Alright, yeah, that's what I wanted. Isn't that so cute? Yep, I love it. Okie dokie. So then these dangle a wee bit, you know. And that's our Christmas ornaments hanging from that. I think that is super cute. All right, let's put that in here, and that first one's done. Okay. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Trying to get it right to the edge. Trying to get it right to the edge and drive straight. Alrighty, so let me put it about right in here. Yeah, I think we needed to tack that middle one down, because if I hadn't, it would have just been, you know, it might liable to have, it would have caught this and pulled it off of there. But I think that is super duper pretty. Okie doke. And we'll just take our tag, put that in there. Oh, heck yes. Heck yes. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So there's that. Yeah. Love that. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Because I was sitting here last night while I was waiting for my video to upload, and I was like, you know what? Those look like Christmas ornaments there in the background. So I was like, let's see if that'll work. So I'm just going to let that lay here until, you know, the pocket dries good, so it won't catch the edge of it. All right, so we are off and running with the fun. Now, every pocket's not going to be, you know, that ornately decorated, but a majority of them, yes, are going to be blinged up, as I would say. I just need to put this over here. But yeah, we're going to try to bling up as much as we can. And I even thought about pulling out the, you know, the sequins, or not sequins, but the, what's the other stuff? The glitter. Because, you know, I bought a bunch of glitter last year. So I was like, I even thought about pulling out the glitter, and I was like, I don't know if I want to mess with the glitter or not. You know what I mean? That's a whole different level of mess. I might do it. That's why I bought the glitter ribbons. Yep. Because I was like, I want the glitter effect on it, but I don't want it flaking off everywhere. You know what I mean? And I was watching Miss Brenda Clark, aka the Simple Crafter, and now she was taking and putting double-sided tape down, and then she would pour the glitter over it, and that was working awesome. I was like, shut up, I'll have to try that. So she was taking her double-sided tape and putting it down, and it was a video a little bit back, and she was doing that with it, and I was like, that is such an awesome idea. I mean, super awesome idea, actually. To take and put the double-sided tape where you wanted your glitter at, and see, that stands out perfect from that with the glue on, with the ink on it. Because, you know, you use art glitter glue, it'll catch and snatch and stuff, but then you still have it flaking off, you know. But yeah, I was like, that is a super duper idea. And I don't have tags for everyone. I just had that one there picked out already. Because I was like, yeah, that'll go perfect there. And then we just went into, you know, deciding where all the pockets needed to go last night. So then today we're going to try our best to get pockets decorated and blinged up and glued in. So now, where this is a brown one, I think I need to get the, I'm going to do this with the ground espresso, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'll use. Just going to go ever so lightly around this here with the ground espresso, because it'll pop it off from the background. Because I want it brown. I don't want the, I don't know, sometimes vintage photo to me, against different backgrounds, it looks a little orange. So yeah, I think that'll be pretty there. And we're just going to glue from the bottom around here and make that a little side tuck just on the side here. And y'all, and I'm sorry for the little raspy voice I got going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm not feeling under the weather or what have you, but it's just, I don't know. I'm getting the raspy voice. I guess it's just the cool air. Just the cool air, I reckon. So then this will be a tuck for our some of our little journal cards that came with the kit. Just trying to find ways to incorporate them in here. And I think this is going to work out great. Just kind of put that in the corner like that, and then you'll be able to have a tuck behind it. So you'll be able to tuck into right there, and then it's going to work great. Okie dokie. Well, get back in there. My goodness, get in there. What are you doing? Flip-flopping every which way but the way you need to. That's why, you know, I was trying to do it with my left hand from the get-go. Alright, I am going to get me a swig of drink. Whew. Now, we had a good supper tonight, which, you know, most of the time we have pretty decent suppers. You know, sometimes I fuss about having to eat a fried bologna sandwich, you know, but sometimes I'm like, you know, that's what I want. Oh, yeah. But we had a pork roast that comes in like the kit from Aldi's, you know, where it has the vegetables and all that in it, the taters, the onions, the celery, and all that, and the carrots. And so we got that yesterday at the Aldi's, so I said, well, that needs to be cooked up first, because you can't, you know, most meats, you know, you can put them in the freezer and get them out and put them in a crock pot whenever you need them or what have you. But, you know, if it has fresh vegetables and stuff in it, you can't do that. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and pull the crock pot down. So last night, after we ate a good soup yesterday too. They had the, I tried the creamy potato soup from the Bear Creek mixes things, and it was pretty good. So then, after we got done eating that, I said, well, I'm going to put that roast on and go ahead and just put it on. Alright, so I think I'm going to put this little horsey here, because it kind of looks like it's in the same wintry scene, you know what I mean? So, that's what we, well, I just put that up, didn't I, you knucklehead? So anyhows, we took and, I cut up the taters and stuff, and cut all the vegetables down to bite size, you know what I mean? Put it in there and put the seasoning pack on it, and then I have a house meat seasoning blend that I make and put on pretty much all my, like, pork and red meat. And then I have a different seasoning blend, house made, you know, that I come on. What am I doing? I'm not gluing that. It's just going in there. I was fixing to glue that in there. But, yeah, so that's going to be cute there. And then we'll put us a tag up here with some frills out the top of it. Alright, so this I did after I got off the camera last night. Because I was like, I didn't even incorporate, you know, the little tip ends. Or the flips, or whatever you call them. So I was like, maybe we can take and put it on this page here. And then I put the other one back here in the back. So I was like, let's try to tip those in. That's what I'm wanting to do right here. And I'm going to get the scoreboard out and score that so I don't mess the fold up on it. Yeah, it was pretty good, and that, you know, it's cooler, getting cooler, so I'm all in the crock pot cooking mood, you know. Pull the crock pot out, put something in the crock pot, you know what I mean? So then, I got home tonight, I got done eating, and, was getting ready to take Snoop out, you know, for his last time or what have you a minute ago, and I was like, well, I need to clean that out so I can put my vegetable soup in it for tomorrow. And my daughter says, well, I thought we were making hamburger steaks tomorrow. Which, you know, my hamburger steak is, I take the pre-pattied hamburgers. And that you can get in the frozen section. And I'll put them in the oven with my house meat blend on it. You know, which is pretty much whatever seasoning I have open that's about to be used up, and I'll pour it in there and mix it all up, and that's my meat seasoning blend. So then I said, and you just take and put water up into where the patty is going, you know, to the top of the patty, cover it with foil, and it cooks it like it's a hamburger steak. And oh man, it's so good. And then you can take and put onions or green peppers or whatever you'd like to in it. So I think I'm going to glue that here. And I wonder, and that should be able to flip open where you can write on it, is what I'm wanting to do. Just glue that there. And also, I noticed that I did not put my gold lace trim that I went hunting for in here. So we will we'll try to figure out some places to put that too. I don't want a whole lot of it in it. I was thinking about just putting it on the middle signature on that middle page, and that be it. You know, just like boom, here's the middle, you know what I mean? Because I don't want a whole bunch of it in here. But I do think on this middle signature, well, putting the gold trim here, I think that's going to be super pretty. And then it'll just, you know, it'll stick out past this. Alright, now this is going to be a wee bit tricky, so we need to put it in here something kind of like this, because it's the height of the page itself. But we don't need to stick it all the way into the middle, because that's going to hinder our stuff. I got some glue there. Well, apparently I got glue all the way down it, didn't I? Well, I keep wanting to grab them and use them. You can't use those. Those are fabric scissors, honey. That's your fabric scissors. Stop it. Put a little bit of washi tape on it. I think that's going to be cute. And I probably need to glue that, don't I? Yeah, because that don't look like it's wanting to stick too well. Well, it does now. It does now. Maybe that I'll quit messing with it. I'm going to try to get this corner up here so I can angle it like that one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because for something that really didn't act like it wanted to go down on there to start with, boy, it didn't want to come back up, did it? Alrighty, so now we got that there. Now, let's see, what did I do with them? I hid them from myself. Here they are, underneath everything. They're over here underneath everything. So now, just wondering if we can take and put a few of these up this piece right here, just for pure decoration bits. That's all I'm going to do. Now, I wonder if we need to take them, put them on a string, or if we can just put them on there. And yes, I fussy cutted, well, wasn't really fussy cutted, it was, there we go. It was, die cut, ran them through the die cutter and weeded all of these out. Did that Sunday evening. So I did that, and then, I think it was like 6 sheets of gold foil paper. So I cut it down to 2 inch by 4 inch, which is what my my hole reinforcers are. So I did that, and then I took I took whatever was cut off from that, which is about, you know, when by the time you get done cutting up a whole sheet, you have like a 2-inch strip. So I laid these on there and just ran them through it. And I just had myself a good old time watching TV and doing that Saturday night. Y'all can't tell, I'm a loner, and that's why sometimes when I'm in here working, I forget to talk to y'all, and I'm so sorry for that. I am so sorry for that. And I'm like, whoops, I'm sorry, y'all. I was concentrating, I was studying what I was doing, you know, because I do forget at times to narrate or talk to the camera, you know what I mean? That's why I'm like, sorry. Oops, good. I was like, I dropped it upside down, thank goodness. Yeah, I think that's going to dress that up, and it just ain't going to look so plain, Janie. You know what I mean? When you flip it open, you're like, oh, look, that's so cute. So you got a nice little decorative surprise when you flip this over to right. I think it's cute. Trying to get all the points in that. That's a lot. Now, some of them are white on the back of them, and some of them are like this brown color. And it was just the difference of where I got the foil paper from. Some packs were from Hobby Lobby, some packs were from Michaels. I'm going to be quite honest, the packs from Hobby Lobby were a little bit better to deal with. They were a little thicker. Because the ones with the brown on the back of them didn't really want a fussy cut. So like when I ran it through the fussy cutter, the foil wanted to peel off of some of the ones from Michaels. Okay, I'm just making sure all the little bits and pieces of those are stuck down. I don't want them to catch on anything. I don't want them to pop up and come off later on. This piece right here on the end is just wanting to get my last good nerve. Of course, you know, now I got the hiccups, like always. I don't know what it is about turning the camera on, sitting down here. And I get the hiccups about every time. Yeah, that would have looked really cute if I had a string going through them and had them dangling there, but that's a lot of fidgeting. These are really, really tiny. They're about an inch, and then the edge of these here are super duper thin. Wow, that turned out really pretty, though. I like that. See, this is what I mean. Sometimes I surprise myself. I had the idea, and then when I actually get it done and it does turn out, I'm like, oh, shut up. Look at that. I'm like, wow, y'all, look. It actually worked. All right. Yeah, that is super duper fun. Making sure all the glue is wiped up and it is not sticky. Okay. And that glued in fairly straight. Good job, me. Good job. Okie doke. So, and then I thought about with the flip out, put, you know, a piece on this one and a piece on that one, and then do the two in the center. I may do that. And that is definitely a good idea. I might do that. So, like, what I'm talking about is this. Taking this and running it down this. And when it flips, yeah, have it on the flip outs, and then the two in the center. Yeah, that's where we're gonna put them. Okie doke. Because the center has gold trim around it anyways. The center signature middle pages. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, see here what I'm talking about? It has gold trim all around it anyway. So I'm gonna put gold on these two pages, and then back here where we just glued that flip in, and then over here where this flip's gonna be. I think that'll be a plenty and through the journal. Oh wow, that is super pretty. I love that. Absolutely love that. Okie doke. And then we'll do the same on the other one. So like this one here, that needs to go on the other page, not that one. It needs to go here on this page, right? Yeah, okie doke. Just get my stuff straight. Yeah, that one needs to go there. So we can put it in with the signature and it flip over on this page. So you can write here and here. Cool. Okay, let's get this put down. Quit talking. Okay, so we're almost to the middle of the first signature. So on this where it wraps around, so I'm going to do right down along the bottom and the edge. On both sides. Trust me, in the craft room, when you're gluing the pages and gluing all this stuff where you're gluing your pockets in, paper towels becomes your friend. Invest in some paper towels or some of those microfiber cloths or what have you that you can wash and reuse. Now, paper towels like this, you know, unless it's got Fabri-Tac on it, I'll lay it out and let it dry, and I'll just keep on using it till it just gets plumb to the point that you can't use it no more. Just keep mashing that till it's on there good. Okay, so that is cool. That's done. I'm gonna ink this because that's already inked with like the vintage photo around it, so that's fine. Gives it like a gold tone around it. Now the pieces I made last night, I have I think 4 or 5. I can't remember what I made. But those are intended to go underneath the belly bands. So they are the full page length. So we'll need to cut it down just a smidget. They are under a mat. Made 4 of them. So like this, the pages were like it had the double, had like the double lines on it. I could use it as a backer page. I just took and put it on the front of a pretty paper. That's what I did. And then these here was one solid sheet. And I just took the double line pages and put them on that. So I think like something like this, I would cut it down to like here. And then we can make, you know, we could save the cutoff piece and make us something out of that. So then that's a whole big journal card there for that. And then we can put us a tab on it. Let's go ahead and do that while we're here talking about it. We'll put that there. Because I think, what did I make these? 3 7/8, so they would fit hopefully into a pocket. Oh, that would be pretty there, wouldn't it? Are you going to work? Are you going to work? Are you going to work? Did I glue over too much? Probably glued that pocket over too far. Let me get my envelope opener and we'll fix that. I don't want to pull it completely up, but I want to, you know, there we go. We'll fix you, buddy. Sure will. That's upside down. What's going on there? Yep, I like that one there. Okay, so this tag's going in here. That one's going to go in there. We need to cut them and trim them up. Those are finished pieces. I think if we cut right up to the edge right there and around the corners, that's going to fit in that. Oh yeah, oh that's cute. And then we'll save this piece, put it over here. We can build a cluster out of it if we need it, or we can use it, you know, as a pull tab. Are we all right with that? Yeah, and it sticks up out of the top. Yeah, I'm fine with that, doing that. Put that one in there, and then put this one in the back signature. Right here. There we go. Okay. I like that. That is cute. Let's put that in there. It is made out of a masterboard of scrapbooking paper, and I just put Noel on it. We'll put that in that. Put a topper on it. Perfect. Well, that worked out good, didn't it? Okay, what did I do? I got some real pretty. It's like a cream with a gold trim. I think would be pretty on that. Just out of the top of it. I'm going to put my papers somewhere. They're going to wind up getting accidentally soaked with a, I just been using this extra bin here for whatever I'm working on. Put my stuff in it. Well, I can't cut nothing straight today, y'all. So I thought we could use this some on some of our tags, and then things like that I think would be pretty. That on there, but I am going to put a little bling up here, mainly because I don't want to show that. I don't want to show that staple. Oh, yeah. How cute is that? Heck yeah. Love it. Alright, that's going to work. Oh, look, and it's got Holly Jolly on there. So then we got the holly leaves on it. Shut your face. I know, somebody else is like, oh, you planned that. No, I just literally just paid attention to what was on that. I just literally paid attention to what was on the pocket. Well, it does go pretty good then, because it's got holly all over this over here, don't it? Shut up. We done good for not planning stuff out this time, didn't we? This is just a big old journal card, so we're going to round all the edges on it. Hold it in there like that. And I think this pull here is going to work just for the contrast color of it. Oops, look at that. I've got that on my daggum ink pad. Not paying attention to what I'm doing. That's going to go on that. I know we were supposed to be working on pockets, and this is how I work. I get sidetracked. Squirrel it up. You know what I'm saying? Because just when, you know, the creative flow hits you, honey, ride it out. Because trust me, some days I'm just like, I don't know, I need to do a palette cleanse or something. Because it seems like, you know, every other day I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And then I sit down here and just start looking at stuff. And you know what inspires me the most is beautiful paper. I mean, really, that's what inspires me the most, is just pretty paper. It's like, ooh, I could do this with it. Oh, that'd be so pretty like this. And I don't, and then once it starts, you better go with it, because there are some days when it is truly the struggle bus of, oh, what am I going to do? All that, and everything does not work out. I mean, because you're trying to force it, you know what I mean? And I know sometimes when I'm sitting here doing videos, it seems like, because I'm coming in right after, right out of work, I eat, and I come in here and I sit down, and sometimes it takes a minute to get the creative mojo going, because you've had to deal with all kinds of other stuff all day. Nothing, beautiful and crafty. So it does take a minute. So that's why I say, if it's happening, whoops, ride that wave on out. Is that the way I want to put it, or I want to put it like this and put this over here? Let's do that, because I think that will show up a little bit better on this side against that red. I do believe it will. And then these are on cardstock, so then if I see fit to come back through and put me a dangle piece on these is what I'm wanting to do. Because that's why I say this is going to take, it's going to take a little bit to do this. To do this one and the other one. So then we can come back and put us a dangle with the eyelet there. Some kind of little gold charm that I got hanging out the side. And I think that is just going to be cute. Yep. It's really non-directional florals, isn't it? Yeah, it looks fine either way. Kind of like this, it looks fine either way you put it. Oh, I love that. Okay, doke, that one's done. Let's get us a topper bit for this, and I'm going to get off here after that. So we got half of our, well, we can glue this down. Let's go ahead and glue you down, because we just need one tag for him. And I've got, I'm going to take and fix some more of the pages, the 8.5 by 11 pages. I got a bunch more of those that I want to back on stuff to make the tall cards and tags with. So I figured after I got off, the videos, making the videos, dressing the pockets up and doing that kind of stuff every night, I would sit and back my papers on stuff. I'm trying to get the words out. Yeah, so like all of these here, I need to take and back them on something, you know what I'm saying? So we got plenty of stuff here. Alrighty, so that is there. Oh yeah, they work perfect to do that with them. Shut up. Because I was wondering, I want to make sure. So I need to cut those down to 3.5. And let's see, these here is what I'm going to back them on. My time cards, my old time cards where I worked 48 hours and 47 minutes last week. Yeah, they'll go in there. Heck yes, they will. Alrighty. And I can use the whole length of them. And then I had some really tall envelopes. So I was like, I just glue the envelope together and they'll work. Like your junk mail. Just glue them closed and put your papers on them. They'll work too. for a tall, skinny tag. Heck yeah, they will. Number 10 envelopes. Yep. Alrighty. Just throwing out ideas if you're, you know, what to use to back stuff with. Topper. Well, I'm trying to get it out of here. I like it, but it's a little too bright. Does that make sense? It's a little, that red green's a little too bright. Now let's see at this here. Yep, gold. I like that. Y'all, I was trying to cut it and I had it in front of it. I was like that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man, you think I'm tired much? Well, you know what I'm saying. It ain't one of my videos unless something's goofy about it. Unless I goofed up something. And these have wire in them, so I'm just pulling the wire out of it. And you could actually take this and cut it, tie a bow with it, but I think it is a little too wide for a bow. I'm gonna put that down like that. There's my tacky thing. My miniature stapler. Let's not call it what it's not. It's not a tiny attacher. It's a miniature stapler. Thank you very much. I just don't want to, you know, get fussed at for something. Oh, me. I will say, if you are going to fuss at me about something, please at least watch the whole video before you start fussing. That's all I'm saying. Because, yeah, at first, you know, it may seem like I'm really just goofballed and don't have no clue what I'm doing, but I will correct myself at some point throughout the video. So, please, you know, if you want to fuss about something, just please watch the whole video before you jump to the comments to fuss about it. I'm just picking. Nobody's really done that. Well, there is one person, but it's okay. It's all right to have your opinion. So I'm thinking I can get this off of here. I went over to the mini Christmas tree decorating section at the Hobby Lobby the other day. And I think I can do that. That's going to look kind of dumb, ain't it? Let's go back with the old holly. Let's do the holly bush on there. I'm wondering if I put one on either side, if that will look somewhat okay. Maybe you see what I'm saying, what I'm trying to do. These just going straight out to the side kind of looks super unnatural to me. So I'm just going to move it down a smidget bit right there. Oh, hush up. That's cute. It's way extra, but you know what? It's Christmas. Let's be way extra. I like that. Okie doke. I just think it needs points here and there. You know what I mean? To look like a whole. There, look. There it is. First thing sticking up out of the thing. Yay. So pretty. I love that, though. Is that not the most, as my mama would say, does that look gaudy to y'all? I think it looks cute. It's blinged out. I love it. I'm putting it on there. I like it. I like it. So there we go. Okie dokie. I was wondering if we could put this here on that. Nope, nope. Put you back in the little pouch here. And how am I going to do that? Because you're stapled up here. Well, shoot. Put it in there and just store it upside down. There we go. That's why we're going to do that. All right. I am going to quit fooling around here. Get off here. I know I'm extra, but I think it's going to be super pretty. It's Christmas, you know, you can, like me and Carrie says, you can never have enough bling at Christmas, honey. Never. Never, ever have enough bling at Christmas. Okie doke. So that's what we got to today. Oh, that is super cute. Oh, yeah, we have to put our little, tag in here. Oh, that's so pretty. I love that right there with those die cut little ornaments dingling down. That's cute. Okay. We don't have a tag for there. We don't have a tag made for that one yet, but we are going to. And then this is where we added the flip out, I would say, because it's flipping out from the page. I don't know. If it's flip out, tip in. I don't know what the difference is. But, you know, we added a flip to it and decorated it up here. That's what took the most time, is gluing those on, to be honest. And then we pulled a already done tag and put it in here in this wraparound page. And then we just gaudied up this here. I think it's pretty though. And then we made this. Now, after this dries pretty decent, I'm going to poke a hole in it, put an eyelet in it, and a jump ring. And we'll probably do that after we get everything done, is come back in with all of these tabs and put eyelets and jump rings on them with gold charm dangles. And then there is the middle of that one. So we are, got this done. We're doing pretty daggum good, y'all. I mean, we are, seriously. All right, I'm going to get off here for today because it's already 5 minutes after an hour. So it'll take 4 hours for the video to upload after it gets after an hour. But that's all right. We had fun. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.